Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Caledonian Brewery's Deuchars, and a beer that India Pale Ale, golden ale, fruity, crisp, hop, refreshing finish. A beer that I've had many times, sat in Birmingham Airport waiting to go out on the plane at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I don't care what time of the bloody morning it is, I'm having a beer before I get on a plane. So it's sunny all day, and then as soon as you get home, the wind comes out. Typical. So I've chucked it in, let it get a nice head on it. I do like a decent head, you know, that's a proper head, you know, this fizzy little heads. It'll go in a minute. Good carbonation and lacing, golden to amber pour. Ooh. Nice malty aroma. And you know, I just realised that that's a bloody IPA. Never knew Deuchars was an IPA. Just goes to show you that until you start actually reviewing stuff, you don't take the notice, do you? So it says here, the world beating beer. Deuchars is utterly iconic, and we've got the trophies to prove it. It's won over 40 awards, including the Camera Supreme Champion Beer of Britain and World Champion Cask Ale. That's no, that's fair play to that. Tasting notes: rich in character and long on refreshment. Solid golden colour, strongly aromatic, with hints of fresh citrus. The distinctive light malt and floral flavours. Try saying that a few times. Combined with the zesty citric hop to deliver a mouth-watering adventure. My mouth's watering just talking about it. Yeah, there is a hint of citrus. So we'll see how long my gazebo lasts. It's quite windy today. It's supposed to be a moderate breeze. It feels a bit more than moderate, and it's blowing it around. And to be honest, as soon as the top's knackered, that's it, it's going down. So is the octop. Oh. Text me back today. Sat in Birmingham Airport. Always fly out from Birmingham, we seem to anyway. Sat in the airport, ready to get on the plane. Is it the Wetherspoons that's there? I can't remember. I think it is Wetherspoons. Whatever it is, they only seem to have a few beers that are any good. And 2 or 3 times I've had Deuchars in the airport. So, you can't fault it for being what it is, you know, a champion, supreme champion and world champion cask ale. I mean, that tells you that it's something special. 4.4%. I'm sure on cask it's only 3.8. Oh. So for my new job, I'm ramping up all my avenues of gardening. Growing seeds, taking cuttings. I'm even redoing my own garden because, to be honest, I'm bored with it anyway. I planted some plants last year and they haven't worked out as how I wanted them to, shall we say. And so I'm redoing it. And well, I will be redoing it as soon as I get to the other workplace. When I get to the other workplace, what I'm going to be doing is when I come home at night, using my 3 buckets, digging a load of plants up, clearing the border basically, taking them plants to work, planting them, splitting them, planting them at work, and then I can come home and move my own garden around them. And it's good because it gives me somewhere to chuck them out to, well, not chuck them out, but certainly somewhere to plant them, and to bring, you know, an array of colour to the place. Well, looky, isn't that gorgeous? Hey, whoa. Yeah, it is malty. I do get the citrus, the citrus floral. It's very in the background, nice twang on the tongue. And always a beer that just goes down well. Like I say, I've had this at silly times of the morning, and it's always hit the spot nicely. As you do, you don't care if it's 6 in the morning, get a beer down you. You're on holiday. Well, might be, might not be. Still don't know. My friend's just come back from holiday. I don't know, I think she probably went to Portugal. Problem is, you take the risk of coming back and not being able to go to work. Or getting caught out and, fined. I don't know. It's all a bit, it's all a bit strange, the world. It really is. Thursday already. Friday tomorrow, and I'm not even looking forward to the weekend. Not that I'm not, but it used to be you'd be at work, you think, oh, it's Monday, oh, well, on Friday. No, not anymore. It's like, okay, let me try and get as much work as I can done in one day. And I keep moving, I keep trying to divvy my jobs up so I'm not doing the same job day in, day out, because that gets boring. And next week I start flitting between 2 sites, so I've got 3 days at one, 2 days at the other. Although today, I don't know why they blocked off one road, but they blocked off this bloody road. So I'm going through Southall, which is in Nottingham. I have to go through Southall to get to where my workplace is. It's way before Newark, although it's classed as Newark. And on the way back, I'm going along, tootling along, road closed. I thought, oh, you swine. I had to double back on ourselves, go back, and this road's... Then you're hitting all the school traffic, you're like, oh, God, no. Past the school traffic, and then I went another way, and what the fucking hell? Yeah. And hit one lot of school traffic. Then went through a little village and hit a bit of traffic there. Got to the top of the hill and I thought, man, I'll go this certain way. More traffic, 3 fucking schools. So, I mean, it didn't take that long to my journey because, I'm quite a crafty driver, but 15 minutes extra, at the end of the day, you just want to get home and chill and drink beer and do a beer review. Hence what I'm doing. Get a taste of bread in there somewhere. So yeah, I definitely got all the hints that they were giving out. But what I can say is, quality bit of beer. If you hadn't had a Deuchars before, then you're missing out. It's decent. More traditional craft beer rather than today's in-your-face beers. But still, you don't be a world's best beer for nothing. So, unless there was only 2 beers around at that stage. But I doubt that very much. Oh. Does bring back those days of going on holiday in an airport. Can't see us going on one this year. Such a strange year, so strange. And yet people who have gone on holiday in Britain, they must be having a whale of a time, because to be honest, if you're going to, you got a caravan somewhere and you just go to the caravan, chilling out in your caravan. A mate of mine did it last year. He used to go abroad a lot. They got a caravan, and they were down at the caravan most weekends. Already made the decision, stuff going abroad. And you know, if you're brewing your own beer, take your own beer with you, and you're chilling out at the caravan, I totally respect that, because you know, you're out of the way from it all. Oh, I could actually have a supping night on this. So second review of the night. There's going to be one or two more tonight. Sod it. It's Friday tomorrow. So I've only been at this new site. This is the third day, and already you can see that I'm pulling it back in. It's starting to look something. And my plan tomorrow is to finish off the mowing at the front of the site. I have a sweep the bloody sod's law that the bloody blower's not working. There's a problem with the choke on the blower, so I've got to use a brush. It's a fucking ball ache with a brush. It's much easier with a blower, especially on big paths. And then I start edging lawns off. It's an Edwardian house, and I will do, with permission, a beer review from both houses and a little bit of a walk around. You know, it is interesting. The history of both houses is really interesting. But I won't be telling you that. You can go and fucking Google for that shit. I'm more interested in reviewing the beer, and obviously quick show around the house. Job's a good one. So yeah, you know, it's funny how things have changed, and I've still got really bad anxiety, but I think once my brain sorts itself out, I think once I'm already in a way better place, you know. I'm there today, fucking singing along, and you know when I'm singing, I'm happy. Bit strange working on your own all the time, but it's just like being in your own garden, albeit a bigger garden, you know, like 50 to 100 times the size. And my brain's a positive flow of energy coming from my brain. It's like all the negative that happened over a year. It's amazing how life, a little thing like changing your job can change your outlook on life. Go from being, you know, miserable as sin to looking forward, you know, to life. I've just come across a beer that's 7.2%. We'll be reviewing that tonight. Jobs are good. So, Deuchars, a world champion beer. Can't fault that. I, at one stage, was a European champion in horticulture. Nottingham City Council. We won the Entente Floral, which was the basically the Europe's best flowers and that. And I'm glad I was there for that, you know. Now Nottingham won't win Fuke and all. Yeah, they won't win the keys to fuck all. Because you look round now the city and it's a shed. The so-called gardeners. Oh, Jesus, mother. I suppose I'm lucky really, because I came from an age where the city council did gardening the right way. It was all done the right way. If you left a weed in a bed, one bloody weed, you wouldn't get your bonus. So you made sure you got all the weeds out, you know, you didn't mess about. I mean, in some ways it was overly you know, too much, but you know, that's where quality comes from. And then you see firms these days they'll do, say for example, the people that employed me on Nottingham Park Estate before the other people did, Nurture Landscapes, they do pubs. So you'll get their lads, they'll go to pubs and it's a quick trim, a quick mow, bit of weed killer, that's it, a bit of trimming, that's their sort of garden. They have no idea what the plants are that they're trimming, they have no idea what Latin names are, you know, and they're not really interested in gardening. They call themselves gardeners, but they're not gardeners. And that's where the grounds maintenance operative thing comes in, because that's basically all they are. You know, someone who can do a bit of mowing, bit of edge trimming, and might be able to spray some weeds off. And that side of things is, you know, anybody can do that. But to, you know, to prune a shrub properly is an art. You know, you take out the dead, diseased and dying, and you prune it back. I mean, I've been pruning shrubs in the last few days that have been done for, wow, I would say 5 or 6 years, properly anyway. And you can tell by the growth. And you've got to prune them back so much, but you've got to try and keep the shape as well, but prune them back in a way that, you know, you see some people, they'll just get the bow saw out, straight at the bottom. That's not pruning, that's hacking. And that don't do the shrub any good at all. You know, by taking it back to fresh growth, and then that fresh growth comes up, and then it looks something again. The things you see, you know, traditions lost. Thankfully, where I am, they want it done the right way, which is good for me, because I don't want to do it the other way. I don't want to be that sort of person. So that was enjoyable, and 17 minutes. Yeah. I started to drift off into Tangent Avenue there. Yeah, next door to Raggy Avenue. But yeah, that was really nice, and again, reminds me of better days where we could go on holiday and not worry about quarantining. And I mean, I've got mates who've had one holiday after another booked and cancelled this year. They've obviously got a lot more money than we have, because we only get one holiday a year. I mean, we are actually going away for a mini break next weekend, a week on Saturday. But try and get some beers from Blackpool. Looking forward to it. I love going around the shops, you know, different shops, because different shops in different areas sell different beers. Yeah, lots of difference there. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting in the hotel, enjoying the theme park, and you know, enjoying putting your life on the line and on the theme park ride, and hoping that you don't die. And in fact, after the year I've had, I'm pretty much game for going on anything. Although the shot towers, oh, I'm not so keen on shot towers. You know, them ones that blast you up into the air, and oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I don't mind roller coasters so much, but no, I'm not so keen on. And that one at Blackpool Beach, that old-fashioned ride that is above a shop, and you're in these like rocket boat things, and there's no harnesses or anything. You're there, and you're going around. It's like a big swing sort of thing, but you're going around, and it goes out, and you're there hanging on for dear life, shitting yourself, and I do mean shitting yourself. And I'm there thinking, I've been on some of the world's biggest roller coasters, and I'm on this old-fashioned ride, and I'm absolutely shitting myself. Just goes to show you, doesn't it? Then again, I get up 12 foot up on a ladder, and I'm like, you know, because I can't stand heights. Anyway, so one of the world's best beer at one stage, Supreme Champion of Britain, and for me, a beer that makes me think of better times. 4.4 is the ABV, and for me 4.4 is about the right score, to be honest. A truly decent IPA. I didn't even know it was a bloody IPA. I just And this is what you get when the days when before you do reviewing, you don't really take notice. It's like, it's Deuchars, and nowadays it's Deuchars IPA, and you think, where the fucking IPA bit come from? But anyway, a very decent beer. Good aroma, good taste, and takes you back to good times. Yes, and that's where we all want to be, in better times. And let's hope we don't get a second wave and more people die. You know, at the moment it's quite low, the death rate. In fact, we're one of the lowest now apparently. But still loads getting it though. It's like something like 1,000 new cases a day. But obviously, they've killed off the. You know, a lot of the people the shielding people, you'd think are out of the way from it now. It does make you wonder though, the conspiracy theories, but hey, we'll never know, because no government will ever tell you. Not in this generation anyway. And that's it for this beer review. Oh yeah, so I'm cutting a pop bottle earlier with this serrated edge knife that we've got, which is brilliant for cutting pop bottles, just for putting cuttings in. And I'm like that, and it's straight down my fucking finger. So finger's pouring my blood. And I took a slice of skin off my finger. And it's just sore as a buggery now. Bastard. Yes. One will learn not to do that in future. One hopes. Thanks for watching. See you soon.